You know what, my beloved chat? I got tired. I got tired of being lectured that I am a toxic troll. So I wanted to change, to improve myself, and to do research on how a good, decent community needs to behave. And what I found out is that the type of gaming culture that Blizzard tries to cultivate is the type of culture that is too fragile, too weak in order to see architecture. Like, this is what the gaming corporations want of us, chat. They want us to be weak, to be crippled by images on our screen, that when we see New York architecture, we just cannot comprehend this, and we start to cry and shrivel in a fetal position, looking at the corporation in despair, demanding that they censor their art, their hard work. There was a developer at Blizzard slaving under difficult conditions, being plagued by sexual harassment by their employers, and all of that so that they can create a map for us to enjoy. But his work was taken away by the righteous gamers who decided that that is too much. It has been taken way over the edge because he has caused psychic damage. So what are we talking about? Well, apparently the new Blizzard Overwatch has a new map in which you get to see the most horrible thing imaginable, that is benches. New York benches, which are part of a hostile architecture, chat. The architecture is going to get ya. This is the type of gamer that Blizzard wants you to be. In your mind, the architecture is just going to jump at you, and you're going to be like, ah! Benches that are part of a hostile architecture designed to deter homeless people from sleeping on them. And we have to remove this from the game. Now, this is LARPing as a good person. Because if you genuinely had the problem with benches that homeless people can't sleep with, you would think that you might try to vote for politicians that are going to remove those benches from the public spaces. In fact, maybe you would want politicians that don't create homelessness. Because the homelessness in New York is way and above permissible levels. A lot of it happens because of mismanagement from the politicians. For example, a lot of homeless people are addicts. Had there been no drugs, had the police do their job and make sure that there aren't drugs on the streets, maybe, just maybe, there would be less homeless people, right? So that's the problem. And then those benches wouldn't exist anyway. But no, the progressive, the moral, the virtuous solution is to remove them from the video game. In other words, this is how progressives like to solve problems. This is what you need to do as a good gamer. The problem exists in the real world. You don't give a shit about that. People pointing out to the problem, they're the actual reason to complain. Right? So anyone talking, raising awareness about the problem, discussing the problem, those are the problem. This is what it means to be a progressive gamer, you know, like Arch Warhammer toxic, horrible. He needs to be excommunicated so that we can be inclusive. Meanwhile, we, the righteous people, need to sanitize the games by removing benches. Thank you so much to the Overwatch team for deciding to change this. I'll honestly, overall, a small change, but it goes a long way. For whom? For whom it goes a long way? Do you think like there's going to be less of those benches in New York? No. Maybe if they were in the game, people would get, you know, like, holy shit, you know, these benches are horrible. Like, maybe we shouldn't support politicians that promote them. But now you remove them from the game, right? Oh my god, you're so progressive. Ah, mega soy. You know, like, another thing that I notice about this is the type of people Blizzard are willing to listen. Like, when you have people that are demanding, hey, Blizzard, you know, I'm a teenager. I'm growing up. What I like from my entertainment, fictional, is two things, tits and violence. I want boobies, I want violence. I'm a simple man, easy to please. You give me that, I'll give you my money. Blizzard goes, nah, you're a sexist, misogynistic person. How dare you, teenager, like lewd things? Who do you think you are? We're going to nerf all those characters. We're going to add more ugliness into them. Nerf that Mercy, make her more ugly. They don't listen. Like, you can have an army of teenagers. You can have like a billion teenagers. Blizzard goes like, la 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 la. because the people working at Blizzard can't control their urges, as we saw. So if the people working at Blizzard can't control their urges, that means you can't control your urges either. So that means that they're going to sanitize the game, remove jokes from the game, remove actual women from the game, replace them with fruits. That is the progressive way. So they won't listen to you. Like, you can have this opinion from all of their customers. They don't give a shit. But the moment a single person on Twitter complains about hostile architecture, that's when they listen. These are the people that Blizzard likes. This is the gaming community that Blizzard wants. This is what it means to be inclusive, okay? More of the people that complain about trivial shit, these people are role-playing as they're good people. You know, I've been asked on Twitter a lot of times, why would you want to role-play as a racist? Why would you want to role-play as an evil person in an RPG? And I'm like, well, because, you know, like, sometimes it's fun playing as if you're evil, just like you guys find it fun playing as if you're good. And this is exactly what you have here. You have people role-playing as if they're decent people. Now, they don't know what it means to be a decent person, because you won't find them at the nearest soup kitchen feeding the homeless. You won't find them donating money or even giving money to a beggar. You're not going to see that. But instead they're thinking, okay, what would a good person do? They would do Twitter activism. They would get Blizzard to censor their game. And once they do that, and by the way, I just want you to understand, I spoke with people who used to be into the social justice activism and then left. And they told me the reason they're doing things like this isn't to change the world, but is to get acknowledgement from their peers. Like, if you get a corporation to bend its knee in front of you, even if it's a trivial nonsense, you get to feel empowered. Like, you get to feel that the spotlight is on you. And when the spotlight is on you, then all of your friends are like, oh my God, you're so awesome. Oh, you accomplished something. Even though they didn't accomplish shit. Like, had you actually managed to remove those benches, or had you managed to lower the number of homeless people in New York by giving people homes, then of course you would deserve all of the hugs and the admiration from your peers. You have done none of it, but you want the glory to be similar as you have done it. Of course, people in the comment sections, you know, are taking the piss. And what's interesting is that the game journalists, right, like PC Gamer, in the article, no one is pointing out how ridiculous this is. Like, this writer who wrote it, Molly Taylor, she's not laughing at this at all. Like, this is some serious stuff. Like, she's just reporting it. You have to go into the comment section to see that literally every single comment is taking the piss. How can you write about this without taking the piss? And again, you know, you write about Blizzard, you have to remember, oh, the Bill Cosby suit. Bill Cosby, as far as I know, has been found innocent. Does the judicial system not matter anymore? Probably not, because, well, that's just justice. We don't like justice. We like social justice. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the comment section. Take care.